Have you ever had that feeling, that deep sense of calm after a really good talk with a friend, or maybe just a quiet walk outside? What if I told you that exact feeling could be one of your best weapons against catching a cold? Well, today we're diving into this really cool concept called tranquil immunity. We're going to explore the powerful science behind how our minds can literally tell our bodies how to stay healthy. So, this single phrase right here, this is the whole reason we're doing this explainer. It's a pretty bold statement, isn't it? That tranquility isn't just nice to have, but it's actually needed for our immune system. So, how on earth is that possible? Let's dig in and see what's really going on. Okay, let's get right into it. To really wrap our heads around this whole idea, the first thing we've got to do is figure out what tranquil immunity even means. So here's the working definition. Basically, tranquil immunity is when your mental calm and your emotional balance actually make your immune system stronger and more effective. It's all about creating the best possible conditions inside yourself so your body can do its job and keep you healthy. And this is a huge shift from how we used to think about health. For the longest time, we kind of treated the mind and the body like two totally separate machines. But the truth is, they're in a constant conversation. Every thought you have, every feeling, it's like a direct memo being sent to your body's defense crew. And this is where it gets super interesting. I mean, how can an intangible thing like a feeling actually change how our physical cells behave? It sounds a little out there, I know, but it's not magic. It's just biology. And that leads us right into the science behind it all. All right, now for the how. In this section, we're going to look at that biological bridge, that physical connection that allows what's happening in your head to give orders to your body's defenses. I want you to think of your immune system like a highly disciplined army. Now, when it's stressed, that army is in total chaos. It's getting conflicting signals from headquarters, it's overwhelmed, and its defenses are weak. But in a tranquil state, that very same army becomes this focused, super efficient force. It gets crystal clear orders and it functions at its absolute peak. So if our immune system is the army, who's the one yelling these chaotic or orderly commands? Well, let me introduce you to cortisol. You've probably heard of it as the stress hormone, and its role in this story is absolutely crucial. It's this ancient survival tool, designed for short bursts of fight or flight, not the constant drip, drip, drip of modern anxiety. And the process, it's this beautifully simple chain of command. First, your mind perceives calm. That immediately tells your body to lower its cortisol levels. And as soon as there's less of that stress hormone running around and interfering, your immune cells can finally do their job properly. They're freed up from all the constant, distracting emergency alerts that chronic stress creates. So here's the bottom line. Tranquility isn't about shutting your immune system down. It's about getting out of its way. A quiet mind lets your body's natural defenses work smarter, targeting the real threats with precision instead of wasting all its energy on stress-induced false alarms. So we've covered the what and the how, but why is this so incredibly important, especially right now, in the world we live in? Let's dive into the why. Just think about your average day. You've got a constant barrage of notifications, deadlines, information overload. Our world is practically designed for chronic stress, which means chronically high cortisol. In that reality, finding tranquility isn't some luxury you save for a spa day, it's a fundamental survival tool. And the benefits you get from cultivating this state, they are so tangible. We're talking about a stronger, more intelligent defense against viruses and bacteria, a reduction in the chronic inflammation that's behind so many diseases, faster recovery times when you do get sick, and just better overall resilience to whatever life decides to throw at you. Here's another way to look at it. Cultivating tranquility isn't just about putting out fires. It's about fundamentally upgrading your body's entire internal security system, making it smarter, faster, and way more effective at protecting you every single day. If you take just one thing away from this whole explainer, please let it be this. Your mental state, your thoughts, your feelings, your perception of the world is not some secondary, fluffy thing. It is one of the most direct and powerful tools you have to influence your physical health, period. So I'll leave you with this question. What's the biggest source of noise in your life right now? What's that one thing that might be keeping your internal army on constant high alert? And what's one small step you can take, maybe even starting today, to begin to quiet it down and build up your own tranquil immunity?